go.
Alright guys, welcome to another shootout commentary today, and we're talking about the Ottawa Senators acquiring Alexander Burrows. So we might get another of these videos really shortly because I get a notification that the Capitals are finalizing a deal for Kevin Shattenkirk, so that's pretty interesting. So let's move on here. Ottawa acquires Alexander Burrows for Jake Dalhen. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, guys, but basically he was drafted in the second round last year of the 2016 draft. He was 42nd overall, I believe, and he's had a pretty darn good growth curve, guys. He's had a really good season in Sweden this year, and if you want to compare him to somebody who's had a similar type of growth and was involved to a similar trade, there's definitely some parallels between him and Filip Forsberg. So obviously, if you're a Canucks fan, there's a lot to get excited about. I'm a Sens fan, and this guy looked like a really good prospect. So I understand why we probably needed to trade one of our prospect centers. Colin White, Logan Brown. I think Philip Chopleek's also a center. We had way too many young centers in the the program here. But guys, giving up this guy for frickin' Burrows, who is 35 years old and aging way past his prime. Now, I'm not going to say he's a bad player, okay? And I'm not going to say he can have, a bit of a second life in Ottawa, kind of like what Phaneuf did. But definitely not what we gave up here. I feel like we paid a lot too much for him. And, I would have been fine with this deal if we were able to get maybe a 4th round pick back. That would have been enough for me, just to be able to get a pick back, because we do not have a lot of picks this year. We traded the 2nd in the Brassard deal and the 5th in the Condon deal. So obviously we need to add some picks. So if we would have made that acquisition, given up one of our really good prospects, and gotten a 4th rounder, I would have been fine with it. Now, to be fair though, if you are a Canucks fan, this guy might become a very good player for the organization. But there's also a chance that he doesn't play a single game in the NHL. He hasn't proved what he can do at this level. So it's not jump to the conclusion that he is the next Filip Forsberg. I would not say that much, guys. He might be absolutely nothing for the Canucks. But there's also a chance it goes the other way, and he's a great player. So we're going to have to wait in time to see who wins this deal, guys. But at the end of the day, if we're looking at current value, I feel like the Senators lost this trade. Now, obviously, if we're looking at it from what we need to accomplish, we're trying to be a contender right now, even though we're losing to Tampa Bay at 4-1 as I'm making this video. I definitely understand the acquisition. Could we have gotten somebody else cheaper? Probably. Now, there's also the fact that Alexander Burrows has signed an extension with us, so he's not a rental, so that's definitely a plus. So, on that side, guys, I'm thinking this trade was a loss for us, but with the extension, it really gives us that plus value of acquiring a rental, which is, I still think, something the Ottawa Senators don't want to do. Even heading into March the 1st, I still think they're looking for some other deals. But I'm not seeing them acquiring a rental. Every trade rumor I've heard has been, with guys like Matt Duchene, Evander Kane, and I even heard one with Claude Giroux. So all these players are not rentals. For some reason, Pierre Dorion looks like he's real scared of a rental, and I feel like Jim Benning of the Vancouver Canucks kind of fleeced us here. He was able to, sell the point, hey, Burrows wants to sign with you guys. He's not a rental. I should get more. For that reason, I should not give up a pick. So hats off to him. I think he got a pretty good return for an aging player. And, to Pierre Dorion, I think you should have waited. Just wait to the March 1st deadline. There's no way I think Vancouver gets a better deal than this. So if you would have waited at the very worst scenario, guys, I think Ottawa would have paid the same price. So, on that note being said, guys, make sure to tell me in the comments below, who do you think won this trade? And, how good Alex Burrows will be with the Ottawa Senators.